Morning, everyone. Focus Daily. As usual, once again, we begin each show by giving all praise due to the Creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the sovereign Lord from the Bible. It is through him that I am being sent with this truth as a chance for redemption for all. Yesterday we got a little bit into this New Deal. Today we shall delve a little farther. But let me start by saying during my research yesterday, I was looking up what this TVA was, and I came across tax value added. Although that is a valid point within proving how we have been disenfranchised as the children of God, that was not the correct TVA for this particular issue. So we're going to get into the correct TVA today. Let me see if I can explain this, because that's a very important issue. Not only were they attacking communities upon discovery to completely disenfranchise this land from the children of God, they also created more devious things like blowing up dams, blowing up levees to flood out the communities and to place their land underwater, therefore making it legislatable under maritime laws. Yeah, you may have to do a little bit of research to understand what I mean about maritime laws. My job is just to introduce these concepts and these ideologies to the minds of the people, but mostly the children of God, in order that they can truly understand the true history that brought about this world that we see today. So, the New Deal, folks, let's get into it. America, the New Deal for the American people. On March 4th, 1933, during the bleakest days of the Great Depression, newly elected President Franklin D. Roosevelt delivered his inaugural address before 100,000 people on Capitol Hills on Washington Capitol Plaza. And once again, this depression was intentionally placed upon the nation in order to convince mainly the Afro-Americans to give up their gold, their metal, the commodities that held true value in exchange for membership or citizenship within this newly created construct, in order for membership into fiat land. First of all, he said, "Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself." He promised that he would act swiftly to face the dark realities of the moment and assure Americans that he would wage a war against the emergency, just as though we were in fact invaded by excuse me, a foreign foe. The trickery and deception that this wicked Democratic Party releases on the people is ironic, because not only does it in fact deceive people, but it also reveals a portion of the truth for those who are truly awoke, are able to have discernment and pull the truth from the lies and the deception that they propagate to this nation. So it was a war against the indigenous people, the Afro-Americans, the children of God. In fact, all of the wars since the Revolutionary War just has been an attack on the indigenous people of this land, the Afro-American, the children of God. Go back early within this series and you'll find out more information about these individual wars. But let's check out this TVA. First 100 days. Roosevelt's quest to end the Great Depression was just beginning and would ramp up in what came to be known as the first 100 days. Roosevelt kicked things off by asking Congress to take the first step towards ending prohibition, one of the more divisive issues of the 1920s. So to entice the people, he gave them the ability to get drunk. That's ironic. By making it legal once again for Americans to buy beer. He wanted everybody drunk. Let's go. 21st Amendment. In May, he signed the Tennessee Valley Authority, the TVA, Act into law by creating the TVA and enabling the federal government to build dams along the Tennessee River that controlled flooding and generated inexpensive hydroelectric power for the people in the region. Within this nation, there are certain laws for governing the land. There are also certain laws for governing the waters. The laws for governing the waters are known as maritime laws. Unbeknownst to the average American citizen, this whole country was designed to run upon those maritime laws. Not initially, but since the Reconstruction era, with the introduction of amendments, maritime law was placed over the minds and souls of the people, trapping us underwater, if you will. And this Tennessee Valley Authority is one of the ways that they began to regulate us while we were submerged under maritime law. That same month, Congress passed a bill that paid commodity farmers who produced things like wheat, dairy, tobacco, and corn to leave their fields fallow in order to end agricultural surpluses and boost prices. The Great Migration, more than it was enticing them with benefits. Sure, they enticed few with benefits, but it was really violence and destruction. During the era that was known as the Red Summer, we had events such as that movie Rosewood. We had events such as Black Wall Street, which were once again a part of the wars that were promoted as being against a foreign enemy, but in fact, it was a foreign enemy against the children of God. Well, I feel like that's enough for today. Once again, I'm just here to introduce these concepts in order that people will have an opportunity to see the truth about how we were separated from God and how we fell from grace, so that we all may come home. But until next time, Focus Daily, y'all. We out.